Hello, and welcome to the Technical Drawing Shed. In this video, we will construct the plan, the elevation, and the development of a truncated right hexagonal pyramid. Let us begin. We will commence by laying out our center lines. With ortho mode being locked on, we are able to easily construct our vertical and horizontal center lines. We will now offset the distance from the center of our hexagon to the base of the pyramid. The distance is 55 millimeters. Then we will offset the distance from the base of our pyramid to the point on the side of the pyramid where the pyramid is cut at the angle of 30 degrees. This distance is 63 millimeters. Finally, we offset the distance of 37 millimeters from this point to the apex of our pyramid. We now convert these three lines to construction lines. We are now going to construct the regular hexagon, which is part of the plan of the pyramid. Now the dimensions of the pyramid is given the distance across its corners, which is 75 millimeters. We will therefore construct a circle with a diameter of 75 millimeters. We first use our circle command, specify our center, and in order to construct our circle using its diameter, we activate diameter mode and we type in the diameter, which is 75 millimeters. Now that we have constructed our circle, let us divide this circle into 6 equal parts. Let us establish the 4 remaining points in order for us to complete the construction of a regular hexagon. After constructing one of the arcs, I will use the break tool to reduce on the length of the arc. I will then use the mirror tool to mirror this arc along this axis, and then use the mirror tool once again to mirror these two arcs along this mirror line. I have now established all points for the construction of the pyramid. At this point, I will proceed to construct the outline of the pyramid. Now that we have completed the outline of the plan of the pyramid, let us proceed to produce the elevation of the pyramid. For this, we will project straight lines from the corners of the pyramid to the baseline of the pyramid. I could use the mirror command to copy these lines to the other side. and then trim these lines along this line. Now that we have produced the outline of our pyramid, we could use the break command to reduce on the lengths of this line, because the extreme lengths are no longer significant. Let us label our drawing. We will label the points in our elevation similarly. At this point, we now need to establish the cutting line at the point where the pyramid is being truncated at the angle of 30 degrees. Now that we have established our cutting line, we could proceed to complete the elevation of the truncated pyramid. We will now complete the plan of the truncated pyramid. We are going to produce construction lines to connect all corners of the hexagon. Every line that was just projected from the cutting line of the truncated pyramid down onto the plan of the pyramid will correspond to the baselines that will enable us to complete the plan of the pyramid. This line here corresponds to the line at point B. So we go down to the plan and we look for the line that corresponds with point B. This would be the original center line. So this point right here would be our first point. Our second point would be from the line that is projected from this point at the points G and C, at the lines G and C. So therefore, this would be another point, and this one here is another point. Similarly, this line projected from this point with the label D and F will correspond to these lines at point D. So this would be the point right here, and F right here. And the final one would be the one that corresponds with the point, the line E, projected to the bottom. Also, like the first one, at point E, this would be the original center line. So let us proceed to construct these lines in order to complete our plan. First one is here, followed by Let us now draw the missing lines in order to complete our plan of the truncated pyramid. Now we have completed our plan and our elevation of the truncated pyramid. So therefore, we will use our arc command to produce an arc, but long enough that is equal to the distance of the circumference of the circle within which the regular hexagon has been inscribed. We will mark up the length of sides of the regular hexagon along this arc. Knowing that the diameter of this circle is 75 millimeters, we find the radius of the circle, which is 37.5 millimeters. So therefore, the length of each side of the regular hexagon is equal to 37.5 millimeters. We first start our arc tool, and then we first commence our arc. We first start our arc command. We specify our center, and at this point we are going to specify the radius of our arc, which is 37.5 millimeters. At this point, rotate our cursor or our crosshairs to the end point of our arc. We are going to repeat this action until when we have attained all sides of our hexagon. We are now going to radiate lines from the apex of our pyramid to the points where these arcs intersect each other. Let us label the development. At this point, we'll produce arcs from the apex of the pyramid A to points A all through A6. Each of these arcs will respectively correspond to one or two of these lines that were radiated from the apex of the pyramid. We will complete our development by carefully constructing these lines that are corresponding to the correct arcs. This is the completed elevation, plan, and development of our truncated hexagonal pyramid. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. If there is anything you would like me to cover, let me know in the comment section. Remember, work hard, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.